Hey, thank you for taking the time to click on today's video. Let me ask you a thoughtful question. As you get into retirement, would you prefer for your returns to be known and predictable and repeatable? Or do you like the idea of having kind of an unknown return from year to year? If you're like most retirees, the answer is very obvious. You want to know what your income is going to be. You want to know what your returns are going to be. This is what comprises some of the happiest retirees in life today. The retirees that are able to have something to look forward to, whether it's the trips, it's the time with family, or just simply being able to have the comfort and the peace of mind to know exactly how much income they're going to be able to spend from month to month on the things that they want to do. You see, when we're in the accumulation stage of our life, it's okay for us to take risk. In fact, we want to take risk because we still have that security of a paycheck. We can invest in our 401ks or 403bs, not really knowing what the future holds, but just expecting that as we dollar cost average, buying shares, sometimes at a high level, sometimes at a low level, that is going to work out for us in the end when we retire in 20 or even 25 or 30 years from that point. But once we get into retirement, once we get into the distribution stage of our life, and we realize very quickly that we're now going to be living on the resources that we saved, well, we want things to be a little bit more predictable. Now, today we want to discuss returns. And as I pointed out earlier, there's actually two different kinds of returns. There's the return that is the unknown return. And this is something that provides a little bit of, uncertainty. We don't know from year to year if the stock market's going to go up or if the stock market's going to go down. This is a complete and total unknown. And then we can have other returns, which, quite opposite to that, are the returns that are actually known. Now, what am I discussing? Well, the reality is that when we think about what our primary objective in retirement really is, it's really for most retirees two things. Number one, it's the objective of never running out of money, always making certain that our principal is there in the off chance that we want it or we need it. And if we don't need it, well, it's there as a legacy to our spouse or to our children or grandchildren. The second objective is to get more income than we need. Now, when you think about investing for income, when you think about investing in things that produce interest and dividends contractually for you, where you're making 4%, 5%, maybe as much as even 8 or 9% per year. The reality is that when you invest for income, it doesn't sound like it's got a lot of sizzle. It doesn't have a lot of excitement. But you see, we need to be reframing in our mind the definition of return. When I discuss income with my clients, and they're able to see that their principal is producing something every single year in the form of interest or dividend income, is that not an actual return? It's a return. It's just a return from a different source. And not only is it a return that can be spent or reinvested, it's a return that is known. When we buy contractual things that pay us interest and pay us dividends, could be individual bonds, could be preferreds, could be business development companies, whatever those instruments may be, we can have the confidence and the peace of mind to know that that's something that is going to reliably produce income for us that we can either spend or reinvest. So give this some thought. Think about where you're headed. If you're close to retirement and you're about to make that shift from the accumulation stage to the distribution stage, is your portfolio, is your asset allocation really properly set and prepared for that stage of your life? If it's not, now is the opportunity and the time to begin looking for the things that can produce for you and for your family that known return each and every year. I'm Matthew Johnson. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like these little videos, give us a thumbs up. It always helps. Leave us a comment. What do you think about returns that are unknown versus returns that are known in retirement? Do you prefer one over the other? I'm curious to hear what you think. And also, share this with your friends. If you like these little videos, click that subscribe button and we'll make certain to notify you each and every time we have a video. Again, I'm Matthew Johnson, and remember, it's up to you to make today a great day.